Hi everybody, I'm here with AD, one of our favorites from Love and Hip Hop and owner of her own design, DiggTheKicks.
That's true.
I love it.
Thanks.
It looks great. So, born and raised in New York, but lives in LA now.
Well, less raised, more
Okay.
born. Yeah,
Born.
I was raised more in LA.
Okay, and when did you come to LA? Why did you come to LA?
Family, grandparents moved to LA first. They moved to LA first, and then after that, everybody just kind of migrated. All my uncles and aunts, grandma. My mom was the last one to kind of join. My dad still was in New York, but he was like in and out of prison, so my mom was like, I gotta go. So she took us, packed us up, and we went to Cali, and here we are.
Okay. So, DiggTheKicks. So, I know that you talk a lot about being yourself and making an impact and being who you are.
Yep.
So, how do you feel that you make an impact, and how do you feel that DiggTheKicks, your brand, makes an impact as far as inspiring others? And
when I was creating my brand, there was a couple things that I just wanted to make sure, like some of the things that I struggle with, getting dressed. You know, there's a whole gender thing, right? So I'm a lesbian woman, but I also like the masculine look.
Yeah.
And so when I was creating my brand, I wanted to make sure that I created a brand that was genderless, unisex. And then the second thing that I'm very passionate about is sneakers. And so I was like, how can I incorporate kind of all this into one brand, things that I really love, things that I can get behind and I can really support, versus just putting something out there that don't really have any meaning. And my last name is Diggs. So I always thought that Diggs was such a cool last name to have, and it actually is. I was adopted by my stepfather, and so his last name was Diggs, and so my mom filed all the paperwork, and I actually legally am Diggs now. So most people don't know that as well.
oh wow, yeah, no, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
so it's my last name. My dad was in and out of prison. I was a really good basketball player, and my mom felt like to protect this, let's make it. So I own Diggs, legally own Diggs. And so it's such a cool name. So DiggTheKicks came obviously because I love sneakers, but I owned a sneaker shop too.
Yes.
I owned a sneaker
Where
shop.
your sneaker shop?
It was in Rancho Cucamonga. It was really good real estate. The location was prime, but I live in LA. So it was very difficult. I had a business partner, and it just kind of was hard. I actually have a corporate job full time. Been in the corporate world for about 12 years now in upper management, in regional type senior management.
Really?
Yeah, so I have a lot behind me. I have real estate. I have a lot of different things that people don't know about. And the brand was really just to be fun. The sneaker shop was really for fun because it's a passion of mine. And so after that, I was selling hoodies out of my sneaker shop, and that was like flying off the racks more than the sneakers were. So I was like, man, I'm in the wrong business. Let's just go straight online. It just made more sense. So, but my brand is just, basically really about me. How I live, and it touches a lot of people, and I think they like that it's genderless and unisex. And
absolutely,
I love sneakers.
Absolutely, and I think that's huge. I love to wear sweatpants and sweatshirt,
Right.
shoe.
Exactly, that's a new thing. I feel like these sweatpants with heels that was like the trend.
You wear
Baggy
sneakers
t-shirt.
yes, and then the tight little short leggings. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
So you're on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to just get in there, but it's fun. More than anything, it's fun for me.
That's good. So as far as, being on Love and Hip Hop and being in that spotlight, how has that helped impact your brand and yourself as well? Have you seen an impact?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a huge marketing platform. When I was introduced to being on the show, obviously because I was dating Moniece Slaughter, and so, I sat down and really had to think about this, because not only am I going to be representing the whole LGBT community, because they're going to put me out there immediately. I'm going to be the front and center, so I can't embarrass myself, and I have a whole community behind me that's rooting and saying, please don't be the stereotypical lesbian, please don't do it, and so I had a lot of pressure there. In creating my brand, it was really important that I represented myself properly, and that show can tend to be ratchet and messy, and a little weird. So for me, it was, I knew I can use it, but it also can be damaging. So I had to be very careful about how I represented it. Maybe if I was doing my photo shoot on the show and I wanted to do that, what would I have? What kind of drama would I have? What would be acceptable? And what will people say, hey, I don't want to support your brand because in this situation you said XYZ, right? So I feel like people follow me because they like me.
Yes, absolutely, right? Absolutely.
And then I put out this really cool brand that's actually really good. When you buy it, the textures, I get so much like feedback around. It's comfortable, it feels great, it looks great, it's great quality. So then it's like, it's a double-edged sword. So you get they're representing me, they really support me, and then they get a good quality product. So
yeah, absolutely. I watch it, Love and Hip Hop, and I saw at the beginning of this season, I believe you did your fashion show. Was that your first one?
Yeah, that was my first fashion show.
Yeah, and it looked great.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really excited that they were ready to, willing to cover the fashion show and even give that type of look.
Yeah.
Because that's big. That's huge for marketing. As soon as it airs, sales go crazy. So I'm excited about it. Anytime I can get on a platform like this and utilize it and use it for the right reasons, absolutely. I feel blessed about it.
So I know you told me a few things that I actually didn't know about you being in corporate America and things like that, but what is something that people don't know about you, but they think that they know about you because you're in the spotlight?
I think there's a couple things that they think. One is that they think that me and Moniece's relationship isn't real. That's huge. We've been together for 2 years. And when we got together, there was no show talk, but Moniece wanted to really, hey, I'm heading in this direction. I've always been a bisexual woman. Now I found someone I love. I want you to come on the show with me. I've never been in the entertainment world. Yeah. I had about 400 followers before I started dating Moniece. Moniece got me to I think somewhere around 14,000 when we were just dating us, her tagging me and talking about me just in our love. And then going on the show. So I didn't really care about the social media. I didn't care about the entertainment world. I looked at this as a business for me. I looked at it as a marketing platform.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I didn't know much about the Love and Hip Hop franchise. I didn't know really how to maneuver through it. I didn't understand it. But what people really didn't know about me is one, that I already came in making exceptional money. I made really good money.
That
I want to talk about this because I've been very successful in what I do. I have a career. And on top of that, I just recently started to go into venturing into buying property. And then now I also have my clothing brand. And I had the sneaker shop before I had the show. I then made it into this, and I'm really excited that the show was able to kind of promote that. I wish they would promote more about me and Moniece and our love and the real true stuff, but they don't really cover a lot of that stuff. And I almost feel as if, and it is my opinion and my feelings on it, but I almost think that there's still some, how can I explain this without being super, I just gotta be direct. I think they're still afraid to cover lesbian and gay relationships.
And they shouldn't
100%.
They shouldn't be.
I think they're afraid of backlash. I think they're afraid of if they're not represented properly, what the LGBT community could possibly do. And I think there's still some uncertainties there. So what I noticed with me and Moniece is that we don't get covered as much as, let's say, another cast member like a Lyric A1 that are married, or and they're showing all the ins and outs, but they don't show the ins and outs of this. So I don't know if it's a network thing where it's maybe the world still isn't open to it and they're getting that kind of sense. I don't know if we're really ready to see this. Because if you ever noticed, the two lesbian couples are always femmes, and they haven't been some bed, they haven't been some lingerie, but do they ever represent the true love part of it, how it really goes down?
Yep.
Right? And it's just similar to any
heterosexual. I would 100% agree. My sister is lesbian, so
it's exactly the same.
Agree.
I would say we move a little faster than the norm, maybe, but not in all cases. But it has been one of those things. So I feel like that's one of the things that I feel like they wish they would cover more.
Do you think it's something that you and Moniece could, ask and speak up more on and see, or will it?
Yeah, I think it's something that we could potentially, but when you're on an ensemble cast, you got to remember they're going to follow the stories that they feel that are the most important or the most impactful, and kind of going up a whole situation where they can make a million excuses on why they don't cover us. You guys break up, or you guys do this, or blah, 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 but it's everybody's going through things. So they can make a million excuses, but at the end of the day, what I feel is happening is really that they're just not really ready to cover it. If you go to the franchise, tell me one couple that's actually followed and has a strong storyline in our community.
And you and Moniece do seem like you guys have grown and become stronger and more mature in your relationship. Absolutely. And you even see it on the show. Even you coming here, you know, you had to take your little kid to school. So it's like, it's very real, and I do wish that you could see more of it, because like I said, I have a sister who...
Our co-parenting is real. Everything about it is real. Like who like Drew decides to date will impact us, right? You would say, why would that happen? But it has to do with co-parenting. It has to do with going to basketball games all together. Like if you're dating someone that doesn't get along with the baby mom, like how could that affect it majorly? We spend Christmases together, and how could, you know, so there's so many things that they don't really touch on it, or they're afraid to explore. And I really think it has to do with the community more than it does, because they show every other ratchet situation. Somebody sleeping with a wife is completely acceptable, but you know, a real lesbian couple, we can't show that because that's too real. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like some of that is impacted, but on the business side of it, they've given me a lot of opportunity to be able to display certain things, and that was kind of why I was willing to do it too, because I felt like I was going to benefit business-wise.
Absolutely, and you did.
Yeah, and then one of the biggest things is like interviews and being able to talk about my story, and no one really listens to you until you are somebody. It gets kind of unfortunate, but it really is just how the world works.
Yeah, and you do have such an amazing story, and for you to be able to come, and you can tell you're a businesswoman in general, you came on the show because you knew what benefit it would bring to your brand. So I don't care about nobody's followers or likes, man. Just if you go into it and you hit the bio and you go to buy something, that's super important to me. I have it under a business page, not a public figure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you do, because your business and your personal Instagram are both the same.
Exactly. Exactly. Why wouldn't it be?
That's smart. Okay, I have one more question.
There we go.
Well, one, where could people go to purchase your merchandise?
DiggTheKicks, DiggTheKicks.com.
Did you all get all that? Say it one more time.
So, here, let's put this up. DiggTheKicks.com.
There you go.
It's in my bio too, so if you just go to DiggTheKicks or AD Diggs on my IG, click the bio, it's so much easier.
Perfect.
Right?
Okay, we have a mini game.
Oh, I love games.
Okay. So it's this or that, you can only say one.
It's one decisive.
Hoodie or sweatshirt?
Wait, a hoodie, all day.
Super blingy or keep it simple?
Simple.
Short or long hair?
Short. Girls?
Girls.
Oh, okay, so this is the thing about girls.
There's always an explanation.
No, because I love a short hair.
Okay.
And I don't mind long hair, but I don't like the wigs and all the extras. And I know that's like a girl thing right now. That's like popping the wigs. I don't mind if like she takes it off and it's like, oh, okay, hey, you guys, you good. You got edges and all this great stuff.
Oh, you got edges.
You know, whatever. The case may be underneath that wig. It could be a little scary. But I like a little cute. When I met Moniece, she had a little cute pixie cut. It was super cute. So, I kind of.
Oh, you're doing blush over here. Moniece, you got a good one.
I want her to do whatever she, I honestly, yeah. I like a little short hair, especially if you got a good face.
Yeah.
Give me some short hair.
Short hair.
Give me some short hair.
I hear it. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and taking the time to sit down with me and telling your story. You guys, check out the website, check out the Instagram, go purchase DiggTheKicks. It looks so comfy.
Yeah, 3M too, by the way. This is 3M. Hit that flash on it.
I'm gonna get me some right after this. All right, so last thing.
Oh shoot.
No, so you just close this out.
Yo, this is AD with Bria Williams on Just My Opinion.
See ya.